Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank, along with Ellen Cologe. I'm Harry Donahue, and today, Ellen, we are giving everybody a preview of what's ahead over the next 5 weeks here on Inside Golf. We are going to be going north to the Pocono Mountain Resorts, not just for golf, because there's some great golf courses up there, and we've seen them in the past, but also some of the other attractions. And you have a couple on your favorite list.
Well, I have a very favorite. It's Split Rock Resort, and not only amazing golf, as we all know, but there's a place there for the kids, the family. It's called H2O. Nice play on words there. I've been there with my husband, my children. They're 9 and 10 years old. They love it up there. So there's so much to do on top of the amazing golf. So we'll be looking at those types of places and attractions, not just golf. Of course, that's number one.
That's
number one.
There's
so much more to do.
Also number one is the Golf Around card. Now, anybody looking for a bargain,
Me.
Listen to this. The card is $40. It's good at 8 different golf courses in the Poconos. Each time you play, it's only $25, which means after, what, a round and a half of golf, it pays for itself.
And you get a cart. Where do you get that deal? I don't know. Only in the Poconos.
Only in the Poconos. And we'll be back as we take a look at what's ahead for the next 5 weeks here on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. We're heading to the Pocono Mountains. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By Club Champion, better fit, lower scores. Now open in Valley Kinwit. By Southwest Greens, the Pro Knows. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.
Defining a target, realizing a dream. Susquehanna Bank can help you get your plans off the ground. Whether you're sending kids to college or doing something special for yourself. Susquehanna's financial advisors are worth talking to. We can help you find the smartest way to borrow money and save money in the process. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for dreamers like you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. And where is our tour of the Poconos going to begin?
Well, Harry, this week we're starting at Split Rock Resort, and of course, spectacular views. Wait till you check out this golf course. It's amazing. But on top of that, some really neat things for the kids, for families. We mentioned that H2O water park, which is great. They also have, get this, a bowling alley.
A bowling
That's
alley?
neat.
Doesn't get any better.
That's right.
And it's right on Lake Harmony.
It's beautiful.
27 holes, and the golf professional giving us our tour will be Brian Patrick.
Split Rock's a true mountain golf course. We have a lot of hills, a lot of undulation, but also there's a lot of flat spots in the fairways to play your shots from. So it's not a totally impossible golf course to play. Fairways are a little narrow, and the greens are well guarded between bunkers and some hills around the greens. Greens are average size, not very small, but not very big, so they're receptive to shots. It's one of the newer courses in the Poconos. We have all brand new golf carts. We have GPS on every cart, which is a big bonus here for the new golfer playing it for the first time. They actually see the hole, see the distances they need to hit. It's at 5 sets of tees. You can play up to 7,200 yards, but it's an exciting golf course. It's not the typical old Pocono golf course. There's a lot of really good golf holes, driving range, 2 practice greens, and it's fun to play. And you'll really enjoy the view, the wildlife, all the scenery out here. We have a beach, a lagoon. We have 9 different types of accommodations, 600 rooms here. We have an indoor water park that's open all year round, which is great for the kids in the winter or even in the summer when the parents come golfing, the kids can go up to the water park. A brand new indoor bowling center and arcade center for the kids. First run movie theater, and of course the golf course. But there's just so many things to do up here, it's fun for the whole family.
Now, the next stop is Pocono Manor. It's another, not just golf course, but a great family resort.
I'm telling you, so much to do here that I can't even list all the things, but they have winter sports and summer sports. So all year round, you can take the kids, take the family, go biking, swimming, hiking, just an amazing spot for couples, families, anybody.
You know, and this year, right now, they are celebrating their centennial because 100 years ago, back in 1912, they opened up the first 9-hole golf course at Pocono Manor. Now they've expanded. They have 36 holes, one designed by Donald Ross, the other by George Fazio. And Greg Wall is the golf professional.
Originally in 1912, we had a 9-hole golf course here. We're really excited. Next May, we're going to celebrate a 100th anniversary of our original 9 which has since turned into an 18-hole Donald Ross course. So we're pretty pumped up about that. Our east course, as I said, is a Donald Ross design, very hilly, kind of narrow, 18-hole tree-lined course where you're not going to see houses, you're not going to see cars or trucks. A lot of fescue, a lot of mounds, small greens, very characteristic of a Ross course. So it's a really neat, fun course to come play. West course is a little different. It's a little flatter. The geography is a little different over on the west course. A little more wide open, a little longer. So we really have two totally unique, different golf courses here at Pocono Manor. But also, you know, we have a real large driving range, a grass range, so we can put a lot of people out there. We've got a golf shop here that's been voted best merchandising golf shop resort in the Philadelphia section for several years. I do the Greg Wall Golf School here, so we do a lot of instruction here. So a couple big putting greens. So when you come here, it's a true beautiful bar and restaurant down here that we can eat at before or after the round. So it's really a full golf experience when you come here.
Now, another fixture of our trip to the Poconos is Mount Airy Lodge. Great golf course and
if you like to roll the dice, Harry, it's the only resort that has a casino, so you might want to check that out. Golf pro Chris Zelenka takes a look.
Well, some of the best assets here at Mount Airy, obviously our golf course is a championship caliber golf course, playing about 6,800 yards from the tips. Challenging holes, flat uphill greens, 9,000 square foot to 3,500 square foot. They followed the concept of designing every hole at Mount Airy Golf Club after Sports Illustrated's best 18 holes of the USA. Holes from all across the country, Augusta, Pine Valley, Marion, and Pebble Beach, with a variety of others. The golf course itself is a gorgeous golf course with a lot of elevation changes and a lot of views of the Pocono region. Water hazards through man-made ponds and streams that run throughout the golf course make it very challenging. A lot of bunkers. I think we have well into the 96 in bunkers and sand traps and on the golf course, so there's definitely a lot of challenge out there. Besides our championship golf course here at Mount Airy Golf Club, we're the only golf course in the state of Pennsylvania, New Jersey that has a casino resort on its premises, which we feel is a huge asset for us. Our players come and play our facility and utilize our casino for dining and obviously for playing pleasures. What we see a lot of in Mount Airy are people that might have played here back in the 80s and 90s, or people that have been here on their honeymoon and they look to come back to see what the facility looks like today, and realizing that the old hotel is no longer in place, being replaced with a big, gorgeous, beautiful casino resort. They definitely want to get back to see the changes we've made, and the golf course, again, went through some renovation process in 2010. We are completed. We're at great shape at this point, and we'd love to see you all come out to Mount Airy Golf Club.
Harry, our next stop on our tour of the Poconos is Jack Frost, and I know this is one of your favorites.
well, first of all, it's one of the newest golf courses in the Poconos, and second, it's so convenient. It's literally just minutes off the northeast extension
Right off the turnpike
of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Brian Lepre is the golf professional.
Well, where to start? I mean, the golf course is beautiful, as you can see just from behind us. There's amazing views and vistas out there, and it's also very playable. So that's what the #1 selling point we tell people. It can accommodate players of all ability levels. It's 7,300 yards from the tip, so if you're a really great player, this course will test you in every way possible. If you're an amateur golfer, high handicapper, we can also accommodate you there too, because we have 5 sets of tee boxes. So no matter what your skill level is, we can take care of you. Back 9 is built on a different type of terrain than the front 9. It kind of rides the side of the hill along 940, so you get a varied bunch of different holes. The front 9 is beautiful, a little more traditional golf. The back 9 gets a little more interesting. You have to really keep it in play to keep your scores low. I'd like to tell everybody who's planning on making a trip to the Poconos or a golf trip up here to choose Jack Frost. You won't be disappointed. The conditions are great. It's a really, really strong layout for players of all ability levels, so please come up. You won't be disappointed.
Stay right there. We got more from the Poconos coming up.
We're only halfway through, still a lot to see. That's coming up on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Welcome back to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. We're looking at what's ahead here on Inside Golf over the next 6 weeks. Our tour of the Poconos. Next stop, Buck Hill.
That's right. Rich tradition and a long history at this one. It's called Buck Hill, as you said, and it was founded in 1901, more than 100 years ago, as a Quaker retreat.
And who do you think designed one of the two golf courses? 100 years ago, had to be Donald Ross. You are correct, sir.
Ding, ding.
And Robert White was the other architect. Tom O'Malley, he wasn't there then, but he's the golf pro now.
In 1901, Philadelphia Quakers obtained this land and started a retreat to get out of the heat of the city. And in 1907, they built a golf course. And we happen to be standing on that 9, the red 9, the oldest 9 here at Buck Hill. The scenery out here on the red course is actually my favorite part of the course. As you look around, you can see the blue course off to my right, and of course the homes and Skytop Mountain out to our right here. So the red, the white, and the blue are always in great shape. The greens are very lush. The fairways, you can see as we've traveled around today, it's always in great condition. We have a weekday package, we have a full-time package. We have a large membership here, a lot of quality club events, but we are open to the public as well. And you can virtually make tee times as public or a member most times of the day and week. We have 300 plus homes here actually. A lot of our residents are members here and play, but we do have some rental properties as well. You can come up and play for the day, or you can come up and play for the week or the month. You do get playing privileges as renters here at Buck Hill as well. We have a restaurant that's open every day for lunch and some dinners, and that's a great part of the whole day. A lot of people come and play 27 holes. They go off the 18 and play the extra 9, have some lunch in between, and they're usually smiling at the end.
Our next stop on the tour is Shawnee. And Harry, what do you think is so unique about this place?
Well, first of all, when you think about Pocono Mountains and golf, you probably think hills and mountains.
Right.
Shawnee on the Delaware is flat. You know why? It's an island, literally an island in the Delaware River between northeastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And it is so rich in tradition.
So many stories to talk about. And I know last year you caught up with golf pro Joe Manley, and he talked about their 100th year anniversary.
Where do we begin to talk and describe what has happened here at Shawnee on the Delaware since back in the early 1900s?
Well, we were born in 1911, so this is our 100th anniversary. There's been a ton of history here. A lot of great golfers have played here, and a lot of big celebrities have played here. Jackie Gleason has played here quite a bit, learned how to golf here. Arnold Palmer met his first wife, Winnie, here.
Met his first wife here?
Yeah.
Do you know the history of that?
Well, he was here for a golf tournament.
Back in, what, the mid-50s?
Yeah, back in the mid-50s or so. And Winnie was here with her dad, and her dad was here in the golf tournament, and they met. And by the end of the weekend, I'm almost positive that he asked her to marry him.
Now, did Arnie win the golf tournament, I wonder? You don't know.
I don't know. I think he might have got a little distracted.
Well, he got a wife out of it.
Yeah,
How about
absolutely.
that? That's amazing. And did I see, too, that Hale Irwin, who played football at the University of Colorado, but of course went on to a pretty good golf career, won the NCAA championship here back in, I think, 1967.
That's correct, yeah.
C.C. Worthington, who was the developer, and his friend A.W. Tillinghast, who went on to become a renowned golf course architect, planned this whole thing out. What visionaries they had back in those days.
Yeah, absolutely. C.C. had this beautiful piece of property, this large island in the middle of the Delaware River that was actually carved out by glaciers. And he had the visionary to hire A.W. Tillinghast, a friend of his, to come out and design this beautiful golf course.
And when you think about it, Joe, back in 1911, you say the 100th anniversary now, there weren't that many people playing golf. I mean, this is a great contemporary resort, let alone back in 1911.
Yeah, it's great. The location's perfect. You know, we're 70 miles from New York City, about an hour and a half from Philadelphia. You know, the vision, like you said, that he had to put this beautiful resort here on this piece of property was pretty incredible.
This place, I mean, we don't have enough time to explain the history of Shawnee, do we?
No, we got 100 years of history here.
Right, and from Fred Waring to Jackie Gleason, you said Mickey Mantle and the Yankees used to come over here back in the day. This was the spot for a lot of celebrities and a primo resort.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location. It was the spot, and today, 100 years later, it still is the spot. It's a great place for your outings, for weddings. We do everything here, and come on up and see us.
Another must-see stop in the Poconos is Woodloch.
And there's so much to see and do there, especially for families. You can go swimming, boating, hiking. There's a beautiful lake. You can have so much fun there. And how about the golf course?
As for the golf course, unbelievable views, elevations. John Pillar is the host professional, and I asked him what attracted him to Woodloch.
Well, I think the first thing was, which everyone else will see, is the property, the golf course itself, because that was what I was coming here for. There's 3 separate properties that comprise Woodloch. Woodloch Pines Resort is an all-inclusive family destination resort, and they've been in business since 1958. One of their trademarks is hospitality. We treat each and every guest as if they're company in our own home. A spin-off property would be Woodloch Springs. This is a private residential community. We have approximately 400 homes, and the golf course is the centerpiece of our property. We've been here since 1992, and again, we've spun off the trademark of hospitality into this property as well. And our third property, the Lodge at Woodloch, a destination spa, that is now in its 5th year in operation, and it is a luxury destination spa. We have 58 rooms and also a world-class spa, rated one of the top 10 in the world. So we're very fortunate to have 3 separate properties, each one of them giving a separate identity to themselves.
Our next stop on the tour of the Poconos is Fernwood, another great place for families, a lot of activities, and of course, a challenging golf course.
Well, it's a short, tight golf course. No 2 holes are alike. Rich Millard was the host pro a year ago, and he gave us a tour.
Fernwood, the golf course was built in 1969 and has been, I think, one of the all-time good stops in the area as far as a golfing destination, the Pocono Mountains, since its inception. We still have a lot of repeat business. We have a lot of owners here from our villas and guests. We pride ourselves in a day golf destination. We also do a lot of really nice stay and play packages here at the resort. We have 1-day, 2-day stay and play packages, golf packages, anywhere from 2 people to we have a couple groups in today of 16 and 12 gentlemen from New Jersey, New York and surrounding areas. And they have the options of either villas or hotel stay, and just a lot of nice options for stay and play packages. It's different in the fact that a lot of golf courses that they do play, a lot of the holes are very similar. You will never find this here. All the holes are different, they're unique to themselves. We tell everybody first time out, you may not play at your best. Second time, you'll really enjoy it because you know where to hit the ball. It's not long in yardage in today's world, probably about 6,200 from the blue tees, around 6,000 just short of 6 from the whites. But what it lacks in distance, it makes up in character. It's really a nice challenge, and it's fun for all levels of play.
And Harry, it's time now for our last stop on this tour of the Poconos, our
That was
preview.
quick. Very quick.
It did go quick because there's so much to see. This one's called Hideaway Hills, spectacular views, and get this, 4 gorgeous lakes.
And also one of the signature holes is an island green. And who better to tell us about Hideaway Hills than the golf pro? Well, not just because he's the golf pro, but he grew up in the Poconos, Chris Steger.
What I like here about Hideaway Hills, every hole is a view from every hole, as you can see behind me. Every hole is by itself. They're very unique. I grew up here in the Poconos my whole life, and out here at Hideaway, you're definitely in the Poconos. It's a very wooded golf course, very unique. All the holes here, like I said, they're by themselves. So if you're playing a hole, you see almost nothing else except the hole you're playing and everything around you. It's probably one of my favorite golf courses in the Poconos, if not my favorite. It's always in immaculate condition, and we hear that from every player that comes through here. We have a golf academy here at Hideaway, which we offer PGA lessons individually, many different packages, clinics, schools, camps. We have just a little bit of everything here at Hideaway Hills.
Always nice, Harry, to see a course through the eyes of somebody who grew up in that area.
Favorite son of the Poconos, Chris Steger. And stay with us because coming up, teed off.
It's time light beer got some character. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yingling Light Lager from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
Guests of Inside Golf enjoy dining at Sin Sin, the popular Asian fusion restaurant located on Germantown Avenue in the heart of scenic Chestnut Hill.
And now it's time for Teed Off, brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery.
I qualified for $1 million shot at a hole-in-one.
Welcome back. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank, continues with our Teed Off segment. We are at the Tilted Kilt right on Route 202, adjacent to the King of Prussia Mall. This Tilted Kilt is brand new in the Philadelphia area, one of 70 nationwide. And as they say here at the Tilted Kilt, a cold beer never looked so good. And our panel never looked so good. Joining us today, first-time member of our panel here at Teed Off, Ken Dunnick. A lot of people remember Ken Dunnick as a tight end with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Stars. He's the publisher now of Jersey Man magazine. He loves the game of golf, and he's a longtime friend of mine, and please don't hold that against him. Tony Leodora. Tony, of course, a regular member of our Teed Off panel. Tony is with Golf Talk Live, WNTP Radio, every Saturday morning. And Rich Steinmetz, another first-timer on Teed Off. Rich, longtime head professional at Springford Country Club, and the only guy that's any good, really, at this game. Thanks for joining us, Rich.
I don't know about that. Thank you very much for having me.
Speaking of the only guy, you know the intense pressure that tour pros feel when they tee it up in a major. Now, not only are you the only guy that's ever played in the professional tournament that's on our panel, you have also, in your career, played in 2 PGA championships. Now, it's a step up for everybody, pressure-wise, regardless of their background, when they put that tee in the ground and tee off in any major. But for someone like yourself that never played on the regular tour, has been very successful here in the section, what's the pressure cooker like when you tee it up in one of those babies?
It's definitely a different atmosphere. I mean, the electricity is beyond belief. You know, going from our normal club pro tournament in the section here, you know, going to a tournament like that, it's just, most people come to me, ask me what was it like playing in front of all those people and the pressure, and the thing that got me the most was playing, you know, just off the course stuff. The electricity in the air, the crowds, you know, I never realized, you know, kind of mentally preparing for the event that I'd be going there, signing autographs, doing all kinds of stuff like that. So that kind of gets you out of your element a little bit. So.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Kenny, you played in the NFL. You played in the USFL. You were a college athlete, but you were never a pro golfer. Correct. And I'm sure you get invited to a lot of outings and things like that. Do you feel a certain extra pressure? People expect you because of your athletic background, maybe to be a good golfer as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, I played major college basketball and football and pro football, but I am always nervous on the first tee. I mean, it never fails. And the most nervous I've ever been in an athletic contest was when I qualified for $1 million shot at a hole-in-one. There was about 500 people standing around Wilmington Country Club, and I hit my 7-iron about 30 feet. Okay,
yeah, but did you hit it straight?
I did hit it straight. It was right on line with the pin, but it wasn't a good shot.
Well, you've been at majors. I mean, you know the pressure that's involved for the best of them, right? You know, do you sense that too?
Absolutely. You know, you see the players on the PGA Tour week in and week out handling the pressure. I mean, you looked recently in New Orleans, you saw someone like Ernie Els, who's won 40 sometimes, unable to handle the pressure down the stretch, 3 par 5s in a row, last one and then 2 in a playoff, not able to make a birdie. You can see what happens to these guys. But when you go to a major, it ratchets up amazingly, and you know that there is a totally different feeling, and you see guys doing things that they never do the rest of the week. It is an amazing step up, and they know it from the very beginning, and they're able, you know, the ones that are able to handle it even a little bit are the ones that are there at the end of the week.
Let me ask you something, Rich. When does the comfort levels set in, or does it ever set in?
Once you get out on that golf course, you know, I get in my routine a little bit, but I mean, the two most nervous times of my life have been the first tee at Baltusrol when I played there in 2005, and then 2010 when I played at Whistling. I was like out of my skin on both of those tee shots. So.
Who were you playing with?
At Baltusrol, I played with Steve Flesh and Tom Pernice, and then 2010, I played with Jason Day and Tim Petrovic. So
now,
had some great pairings.
What was the exchange like? Not that they do a lot of talking, even regardless whether they're playing with their best friend, but did they make you feel comfortable at least?
They're normal guys. They're just like us, you know. So it's just that once I got out there and got into my routine, it was fine. It's just everything that happened beforehand. You were so jolted and wired from all that. It was just tough to play well after all that. But each time I go back, hopefully I get back there again. I learn a little bit more how I'm going to prepare before the event. You know, in the warming up and all that stuff.
Now you know how there's one more level of this, and it has to do with the owner of the Tilted Kilt, Vince Piazza, who owns a bunch of Honda dealers and has played for many years in the Honda Classic with great players. But this year, played with Tiger Woods. That's who he wound up getting as his draw. And he said, going to that first tee, the nervousness that was in the air, he felt bad. Tiger was very nervous playing with him.
Was he really?
Absolutely.
Hey, Kenny, since you've been on the playing field as a football player, more nervous lining up trying to get a first down maybe in a USFL championship game with the Stars, or standing over a 4-foot putt at a Pro-Am someplace?
Oh, there's no question it's the putt. I mean, I knew I was a good football player. I know I'm not a good golfer. So reality has set in with my golf game.
You were out of your element, in other words.
Absolutely.
Hey, guys, thanks for joining us today at the Tilted Kilt in King of Prussia. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank, continues in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Alicia. Stop by the Tilted Kilt in King of Prussia for lunch. We have great food, cold beer, and beautiful women.
The Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery. Great food, cold beer, and lots of varieties. A Celtic pub with amazing atmosphere, fantastic sports entertainment, and most of all, beautiful cast members.
Come see us.
Early mornings, late nights, and way too many takeout dinners. Running a business takes energy, determination, and sacrifice. And whether you're a startup, well-established, or somewhere in between, the people of Susquehanna Bank have the knowledge to help you succeed. From cash management solutions to the benefits of local loan decisions, we help keep your business moving ahead. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for businesses like yours. Member FDIC.
For more golf course tours, swing tips, and deals on greens fees, check out the new teeitupphilly.com.
Well, that's going to do it today for our sneak peek, our preview, a little taste of the 9 golf courses we'll be highlighting over the next 5 weeks in the Poconos.
It was sort of like the appetizers,
That's right.
Next week, you get the full-blown look
The main
at
entree.
what's ahead over the next 5 weeks of Inside Golf in the Pocono Mountains. And don't forget that play around card that they're offering at 8 great courses in the Poconos. $40, 40. You get to play all of those 8 courses twice for $25.
It pays for itself after 2 rounds of golf. I mean, that is an amazing deal.
And for more on golf in the Poconos and Inside Golf, you can go to insidegolf.net. For Ellen Cologe, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. We'll see you next time from the Poconos on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By Club Champion, better fit, lower scores. Now open in Ballackinwin. By Southwest Greens, the Pro Knows. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.